Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Ocarina of Time, and Max, we're still in the fucking water temple.
I'm glad we're doing this game tonight. I know we're thinking about doing some cloud punk, but it's been a while since we've done Ocarina, so
Yeah,
we got to get out of this place.
Yeah, we've got to do a good rotation, and eventually we've got to finish Zelda, especially since well, as of next week, we're gonna have a another side project, which will be for Spoopy October month.
Oh yeah, gotta figure something out for that.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I need to adjust my playback in my earphones so that I can actually... Whoops! And there they are. So that I can actually hear myself speak and don't shout. There we go. Alright.
I say I like the... I can appreciate what this game did for the camera, where it's basically just center it behind Link whenever you need to.
Yeah.
And it's simple but elegant for a controller that only had one stick. You know,
it works.
I'm playing the Mario 3D All-Stars.
Nice.
And I'm just doing Mario 64 right now, so I like... The first 70 stars you could blaze through pretty easily, but now I'm doing like the 100 coins and everything. It's fun. But it reminds me, it's like, damn, that C buttons for the camera was... Oh, wait a second. Oh shit, you got this.
I totally fucking got it. What the hell, dude? Nuh-uh. No.
What even happened?
No, because that's where we ended the last episode. We were like, yeah, we're just going to go straight to the boss and we'll finally be done with the water temple.
Yeah. I remember you getting it. Like, it was a whole thing. You had to get, like, one more small key.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
So, like, I don't even know where I am, then.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
First of all, I'm just going to look up...
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. It sent us all the way back.
Why?
I saved so many times.
Well, fuck me. That's this is like 2 keys back or something.
And didn't we have to like leave the dungeon to
get fairies?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can't understand what happened. Because you're just playing this on an N64.
Yeah, and I never closed the menu without saving, so... Oh my god, dude. Like, I'm having a moment of, like, actual panic. What happened? And how did it happen? Like, I would have to watch the last episode that we recorded of this, because I know that I saved.
Well, here's what we can do.
Oh,
we can do it all over again and see where we're at.
No, like, because this is becoming one of those projects that, like, I love this game, but we've had some, like, dick luck with it, and there have been enough spaces in between that, like, one, I forget what I'm doing, and then two, like, I go so long without playing it that I, like, have to relearn it, and it's not as much fun. So we're fucking doing it.
I get that. All right, well, let me start looking this up, because we've already done it, so let's just see how to fucking get there quickly.
Jesus, though,
We'll start with the master key, and then we'll kind of figure out how many keys we need from there. I think it's, like, 2. And where the heck is our chat?
Oh, my God. Sarah says they're making Gruyere mac and cheese on the food channel. Thank you, honey.
Ooh.
So, Max, you had an interesting culinary experience this evening. Oh my god, I've got to go back and get all those small keys. Dude, I'm so mad because, like, I know that we did this and I know that we saved. Like, I'm not crazy, right? I saved. I saved the game.
I'm gonna look. I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Like, that's so second nature. Like,
I can't attack underwater either, can I?
No.
I know that I've killed those things before, but I can't remember how.
Can you use the hammer underwater?
Dude, I think this... I think we're so far back that I think this is just going to be a complete repeat of last episode. Because we haven't fought Dark Link. We need to get those... Because remember, the keys were a problem. The small keys.
You have the long shot, though. That was 2 episodes ago, right? You got the long shot.
I don't even know. This is like some kind of weird Twilight Zone nightmare where like you think that you've done the water temple, but oh no. The water temple's not done with you yet.
Okay, did Twitch recently change how it looks? Because I can't flip and find the chat for some reason.
No, it's just the button that says chat. You go to our channel and then chat should be on the far right.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
that's
dude,
where it
like I
usually
kind of
was.
don't want to do this again. What the fuck?
No, I get it. Yeah, it used to be on the far
man.
right. I see the video, but I don't see... I'm just going to start clicking around. No, I don't want to report our channel.
Shouldn't the compass show where I am? Well, I mean, it highlights the room that I'm in, but I can't...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm on the right. This isn't the way I want to go. God, dude. See, I do that every time, though. Like, it's force of habit. Like, I can't imagine that I would have gotten 3 small keys and the boss key and defeated Dark Link and have never saved. Like, that just doesn't... That doesn't register.
Does not compute.
No. Like, God, like, I kind of want to pause this and, like, go back and watch the YouTube version and see if, like, I actually managed to go through all this without saving.
Hell, we could. We could just stream that video of us watching it and go from there.
But if I did save, though, like, and I'm 100% sure that I did, how does this happen? How has it come to this?
I don't know, but you're right. We're having dick luck with this game so far.
Am I even going... Alright, well, should be a treasure chest up here. Okay, I remember this room. Yeah, we did this
There we
shit.
go. I just had to refresh like 5 times, and now the chat's here.
Huh, weird.
Yeah, it was just not there, and the video was a lot bigger before.
How do I, get in this boy's mouth again?
Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Unless you're doing this out of order or something, because I feel like it took a while to get here before.
I was just following the map here. Okay, I can do that.
Do you have to lower the water? Or you just have to do that, okay.
Well, now, wait a minute. Son of a bitch. I'm doing this wrong. Nope. Dude, I'm like so demoralized right now. like this just completely took the wind out of my sails.
No, I get it.
Because
once we do this, we see how far back we are, because I think this leads to one of the keys. But now that I got the chat going, I'm gonna see how far back we are. Let's see.
I mean, we're way back here.
Oh yeah, I remember this part.
Oh my
god. Okay,
gosh.
Zelda dungeon.
Oh. So again, going on the assumption that I would have saved at least once. Like, how did this happen? Like, the N64... I got this one? What the fuck is going on?
So it saved at some point. Alright, we're farther than we thought. Hopefully Darklink is dead.
Well, no. No, there's an unopened chest there, according to the map. Oh... What? So, according to the map, this was one of the chests that I needed. Look, it's right there.
Yeah, it would only have that on there if it was. Was this room unexplored before you got to it?
Yeah.
According to the map? Oh, jeez.
Dude.
And you have 0 keys right now.
I have 0 keys, no boss key. Is it possible the game, like...
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like right now, that it's glitching out. That you saved and something weird is going on.
And it just took the boss key away.
Well, let me see where the boss key is, and maybe we can see if we can get it even. Let's see.
Yeah, because I forgot even where, like... Is the boss key, like, behind Dark Link?
Let's see.
Holy shit.
Next. Alright.
Because, like, if we've glitched in such a way that we can't beat this dungeon, I hate to say it, but I'm calling Ocarina of Time.
No, I get it.
I'm not going from the beginning of the game back to here. I mean, like, maybe, like, a year or so down the road or something when I have more patience for it, but...
So, Rolling Boulder Room.
And the problem is, it's been so many weeks since we played this, I don't remember where the rooms are, really. So, we're gonna have to figure that out, too. If there's just, like, a pictorial image of the Water Temple map that shows where the key is, that might be the easiest way for me to get to it.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, because this doesn't really... Let's see if... Let's do IGNs. Had enough of Zelda Dungeon.
You failed me, Zelda Dungeon. Dude, we're already like 10 minutes into this episode, and nothing's happened because like I am in shock. I have never had anything like this happen to me before in this game, and I've been playing this game for what, 22 years. Oh man, dude. Ah! Well, now wait.
Alright, I'm just...
God, and I hate this map.
Water Temple map.
Oh, right, no. So, the small key thing is a big problem because I can't get through this door. Oh, man. It is. We're at the point that we started on, last episode. Because that was the whole deal. I had to search down the keys that I was missing, and then we got to Dark Link, and he killed me, and so I needed to go get some fairies. Because that ended up being the episode title. Remember, a reliable place for fairies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what you could do is just watch. Well, no, because the last episode wouldn't be the most reliable because we took kind of the long way to get some things. But I know that snake room was one of them. So the serpent room was one of them. So I'm still.
Yeah,
I'm worried this might be like a game-breaking glitch we're experiencing.
All right.
Because I don't have any small keys. I only see 2 treasure chests on the map. One of them we know is already opened, and the other one is through that north door that I can't get to because I don't have a small key. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, right here on the map that I'm looking at, that northern passage that's not filled in, I can't get to that without a small key. But, looking at the rest of the map...
You can't go anywhere else that's new. Except, whatever that is.
The compass shows where all the treasure chests that you haven't opened are, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
So, according to that, there are only 2 chests that I haven't opened. Assuming one of them has to be the boss key, the other one would be a singular small key, which I can't get.
All right, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure you're right about the compass and what the treasure chests on the map are. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Dude, this is unreal.
Alright.
And if, you know, barring all this, you may want to look up, like, Zelda Ocarina of Time disappearing boss key glitch. Like, see if this is something that's ever happened before.
Got it.
Because,
Alright, where's our... There it is, Ocarina of Time.
Okay, it says I got this treasure chest. Which makes sense because it's not on the map.
Okay.
Dude. Is this for real?
Something fucked up's happening. Alright, I'm gonna skip around the video a little bit and see. So you got 0 keys right here.
So does the compass does show all the treasure chests in the dungeon, right? That you haven't opened?
I believe so.
I'm gonna take a quick break here and I'm gonna Google that.
Okay, you Google that.
What does compass do in Ocarina? Nice spelling, Chris. Of Time. The compass allows Link to find treasure chests and see where the nightmare's lair is.
Yeah, I already see you like saving a bunch in the last episode. And I think at the 13-minute mark here, I see you getting the first key.
Which was where? Where was that first key?
Let me back up a little bit, but I believe this is the room that you were just at that showed that you didn't get it.
The dragon?
With the serpent? No? Yeah. You're going back. I'm gonna make sure. So you're walking through.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is the serpent.
Nuh-uh. Is this for real? What happens if I like leave the dungeon? What happens if I just go? This can't be.
So you got the 1 key. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit and see.
Dude, this can't be.
Alright, and now I'm gonna look up glitches with Ocarina. Let's try Ocarina of Time, Water Temple.
Key glitch or something. Holy shit, dude. I think we're SOL here.
Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just seeing a lot of rumors. Stuck in the water temple, nothing about it.
Yeah, but that's always people like, you know, I just suck at the game.
Yeah, basically.
And don't get me wrong, I suck at the game, but... Dude, I cannot believe this. If this is what's actually happening, I am so bummed.
Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing anything about key glitches on Google, so I'm just gonna keep looking and see.
Is it possible we've somehow discovered something totally unique?
Yeah, that'd be a first. Okay, so now I'm seeing you do the the water stairs where you have to hook shot.
Hold on a second here. Water Temple boss key Ocarina of Time map. Trying to figure out where the boss key actually is here.
Okay, so that's you fighting Dark Link for half the episode.
Mm-hmm. Boss key is on the first floor. Not leftmost corner. Okay, so... Wait. No, because I was just there. That's not correct. Oh, wait, no, it's next to that. All right, so the boss key... All right, let's before I panic and shut the game down, we're going to go back to the first floor. We're going to revisit that serpent room and see if there's a chest in there besides the one that I saw was opened.
You got it.
Because if there is a small key in there, I may still be able to get the boss key.
Alright. I'm getting close to the end of the previous episode, so you just beat Dark Link. And now you are getting... Are you getting the long shot here? Okay. Oh, you got the long shot at the end of the... Near the end of the last episode.
Does it show me getting the boss key? Did I just somehow, like, have an aneurysm and not get the boss key?
I thought you did, but so far I haven't seen you get the boss key.
Maybe I just didn't get the boss key. Oh. Maybe I just didn't get the boss key. Maybe this is all just the water temple being the water temple.
Getting in our heads, man.
But seriously, like, I really... Because that's how we concluded the last episode, right? Like, hey, next time we just go straight to the boss.
I'm trying to see you open the map. So, you just beat Dark Link, you got the long shot, and now you're going back down the water stairs, basically.
This is some quality gameplay.
Right.
Oh man,
right.
Like I said, the wind's totally out of my sails though, because I'm, like, pretty sure we had some good conversation lined up this evening, but I feel like that's not going to start until we know for sure that we're actually able to progress.
All right, so we're in the last minute. All right, hold on. So I'm going to listen to what you're saying here, because you're going up to the boss key.
All right, so coming into the room, because the key would be on my right. Wait. It would be up there. Is that correct? Oh no, that's weird. I think we're missing something here, Max.
Okay, I don't see you getting the boss key.
All right.
In the last episode, I see you going up to the door. You never quite make it because of the spikes. Thinking that you have the boss key, but I didn't see you get it.
Okay, all right. So the question is, how do I get up there?
Let's see.
Because that'll get me the small key that I need to get to the boss key.
Oh, there is still a small door you have to open?
Yes, in order to get to the boss key. But I have no idea how to get up there. So, here's the interesting thing.
Is raising the water level even gonna...
No, it wouldn't work in this room.
In here?
No, it wouldn't work in this room. But, okay, so, see this, like, serpentine path in the top left that's shared on the first and the second floor? So at the end of that is the key that I need. But is there like some kind of drop down from the Dark Link room that I can get to that serpentine room?
I don't think so.
I don't know how else to enter it then.
What's first floor again? Okay, so...
See what I mean? I gotta get to that serpentine room in the top left. But it doesn't have any clear entrance except maybe the big room where Dark Link was, but I don't remember anything like that.
And down there was... So down there's the Serpentine where you got the first key a little while ago.
I guess, yeah. Because going down through here, that's what we just started the episode with. That room is clear, and that chest is definitely open. So, like, I'm not going to do that again and waste our time. I guess I'm going to head back up to where Dark Link was. And, like, Huh.
Alright, I'm gonna try to figure this out on the
It looks like we've got another full episode of the Water Temple coming up, so...
Seriously.
Boy, people bitch about this dungeon all the time, but I do not remember it being this bad.
I think also, as kids, we would have the tenacity to, like, do it in one run.
Yeah, right.
Coming back to it is kind of difficult.
Especially when you think you have the goddamn boss key.
So, looks like, okay, here's exactly what we need.
Okay, cool.
It's almost like you wrote this question, but 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Holy shit, my game's broken.
All right, I don't think you did this. In the room where you get the long shot.
Don't remember where that room is.
That's right behind, you're going there.
Okay,
so
I'm going there, okay.
Yeah, it's the Dark Link room.
Gotcha.
In the room where you get the long shot. Oh yeah, and I just watched the video. You didn't do this. Behind the treasure chest, there is a Triforce cube.
Oh, shut up.
When the Song of Time finishes, the cube disappears. Go through the hole, and that's the last. Really? That's wow.
For real? I don't remember that at all.
Neither do I. That sounds like something that would be a motherfucker. Like everyone would miss on their first time.
Or their, like 16th time, apparently.
Yeah, but you're going the right way, yeah.
Alright, well, at least we know it's not a game-ending glitch, so...
Did you get the Skulltula? Now it's going to be on your left. But I think it's on your way
I definitely
back.
got a Skulltula in here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's just the water, then.
Yeah. So, Max... Yeah, right? Yeah, I got it. So yeah, Max, tell me about your interesting culinary experience this evening while we're doing this.
Well, while we're like half an hour into this almost.
Yep, with other things, with other better things to talk about.
Fucking Water Temple. Okay, yeah, basically. So I was saying I was a little late because I had the Hershey squirts. It's been a while since I've had such a reaction to food. I guess.
I mean, shit.
Pawpaw bread with pawpaw fruit, which I had never heard of, but I guess it's kind of like the North American tropical fruit.
The North American tropical fruit. Fuck your intestines.
It's basically on the East Coast, so it's definitely didn't agree with me.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hit pawpaw. I've never heard of that.
Neither have I until today.
I mean, I don't think I'll be trying it anytime soon, given what I now know. But...
Well, let's see. 4 of us ate it, and I guess 5 of us now, and so I'm the third person to have this reaction. So,
oh shit!
At first, I thought because we're getting HelloFresh, and you have the salmon dinner, so. It's been 4 days, and the salmon was a little watery inside the package, but it was vacuum sealed. So
what could go wrong?
And it smelled okay. It didn't smell super fishy, and it tasted pretty good once I cooked it. So it's like okay, but when this was happening, I was like, oh, I guess it's the salmon. But when Addie told me, oh yeah, the bread you ate, a lot of people had this reaction. It's like, oh okay.
Oh, that sucks.
So I won't be eating pawpaw fruit again.
Nope. Oh man, what a nightmare that would be. So since the rest of this episode is gonna be pretty mundane, we've got some pretty interesting things to talk about since the last time we gamed. Not the least of which is they have officially announced Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, I like your description, basically, a cross between Final Fantasy and Witcher.
Yeah, so, like, I was getting total Witcher 3 vibes, that entire trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's super dark, it seems, like, really, like, rural and, like, medieval, and...
Yeah. And they were careful to show right from the beginning, it's like, okay, yeah, we're willing to throw some violence here, and
yeah, like really, really dark for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, dark and violent, which is like, okay, it doesn't have to be like that all the time, but I think it was good for them to show that they can do that. They're willing to go there.
Yeah. I do have a lot of questions though. I'm curious about like things like party members, like if that's going to be a thing, because it all looked like single player combat.
Yeah, and you're right. The Final Fantasy
VII
it did not
remake, seem like it was like the 7 style.
Yeah,
7
the first
remake combat.
The first trailer that they showed for that, I mean, aside from the teaser, they showed hopping between Barret and Cloud. So
right.
that was important for them to show.
Yes.
So yeah, I wonder if it is like 15 style, where it's going to be like one main person and maybe some other people join along, which would kind of suck after playing 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you clearly play as this character across like 2 parts of his life, right? Like one where he's really young and then one where he's older. Like maybe
like a soldier or something.
Yeah, maybe like a mission gets fucked up and he just like gets put in jail or something for a while, or.
So they say.
Oh my god. For real.
Yeah, who would? I feel like this is the only time in the game they do this, where here's a little square room with a main chest as the centerpiece. Like,
I am so stupid. Oi. Come on then.
Is it Zelda's Lullaby then? I thought it was Song of Time.
I thought it was Song of Time too, but I've been wrong before.
Yeah, it even says Song of Time.
Okay.
What?
Just had to be standing in the right spot. Oh my god. But yeah, so like overall, I'm like really intrigued by it. It looks like it could be a very different direction. I guess like given the way that we got sort of burned by FF15, my major concern is going to be things in terms of like, is it going to tell a coherent story? Like, is it going to all be finished in one entry? Like, am I going to see a beginning, a middle, and end?
Yeah, and that's the thing with their 2 last, I mean, 14 notwithstanding, their 2 previous mainline entries, is that 13 ended up being rushed at the end, the original 13, and then 15 changed hands.
Yeah.
And the direction of the game was changed so drastically that it doesn't feel coherent.
No.
And, it obviously feels like 2 different stories kind of mashed together. So yeah, I am worried about that, but I'm hopeful that it'll be different and that it's gonna.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, I gotta wear the boots. Sorry, go on.
There was an interview, I guess, that was translated, and who the fuck was it? It wasn't Katase. Someone on the team was saying that what they were showing was like gameplay footage that it was on a computer, but they didn't want to show like the 2006 FF13 kind of like CG footage. They wanted to show something that was like in engine to basically tell people
for 16.
Yeah, and they said they were doing this because they wanted to show people like where they are in development. So they didn't say that the game was like far along, but people are kind of inferring like, hey, okay, they're actually got some work done on this game. Maybe we don't have to wait 3 years for it, which would be great.
I think 3 years seems about right, but like that's a hell of a lot better than 10 years. Like, because when we first saw FF15, it was versus 13 and.
Yeah, and that was another thing. It's like Versus 13 also started off kind of not as violent.
Okay, I'm starting to get pissed off. Sorry, go on.
What did Navi say when you first came down here?
It's not the boots. I just have to not swim into the goddamn vortexes.
Are you sure it's not the boots?
Yeah, I'm
'cause I thought
100%
I remember.
sure.
Okay, all right.
Because I tried the boots, it doesn't work. You go skidding.
Okay. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
It's just memorize the pain in the ass corridor.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, well, that's something.
But yeah, the Versus 13 trailer, that's definitely not the game we got. You know,
No, not even close.
And that was a fucking kick-ass trailer.
It was.
And,
it was.
And then the game totally changed,
Well,
and the tone changed as well.
And up until the very end of its development, like even like the do you remember that like fucking weird ass release trailer they did, where like Noctis is on a subway and like his shirt gets ripped off and he tries to kill Lunafreya? That has nothing to do with the game at all.
No,
like there's never
officially. They put it in a timeline. They say it's a separate timeline. What could have been if he...
Then why show it, like, the day before the game comes out?
Seriously, like, that got me so hyped up.
Yeah, because it was like... they kind of hinted that, like, oh, maybe throughout this game, like, you're going to be faced with a choice. Is Noctis the king, or is he, an evil monster? And, like, the other part of what I was originally saying was... with that trailer too, they still make it seem like Insomnia is going to be a huge part of that game. Like you're going to be roaming the city, and you've got to like figure out this, conspiracy to kill Noctis's father or something like that. And like I'm just making stuff up, but they really did make it seem like a huge portion of that game was going to center around the city of Insomnia. You don't even fucking go there until the end of the game, and you get like a slice of it.
I wonder if that trailer was like in development like a long time ago, and it still is like a vestige of the old,
it's like
Nomura direction.
It's like, well, we spent the money to do all this beautiful CG. We might as well put it out there.
We might as well put it out as like a. I mean, if it was like an extra on like the Kingslave Blu-ray or something.
Yeah,
like, right, cool.
like what could have been or something like that. Like, but they didn't present it that way at all.
Not at all.
Like it was a commercial for the game.
And this was like a week before the game came out. Yeah,
it had nothing to do with that. And so like that's what I'm like really hoping they don't do with 16. Like I don't want any goddamn red herrings. I do not want a decade-long development cycle, and I do not want this to be like a cobbled together project with like traces of like 5 different storylines and timelines. Like
unfortunately, the mainline series, the last 2 games, that's what they've done. And 14 had definitely had its share of problems too until A Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
But then again, 7 Remake it's pretty much like a mainline game.
Yeah, I mean, like if you ignore the ending, it's pretty cohesive. I mean, that's a pretty shitty thing to say, but
not only that, even the teaser trailers and the first trailers they showed of gameplay, even though that like wasn't real gameplay and they ended up like redoing the engine, what that looked like compared to what we actually got was very similar.
Yeah,
they were almost
close.
The same thing. Yeah. So I think they were really honest with the trailers for FF7 right from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it gives me hope that they can do that. I'm hoping that this trailer we got for 16, even though it was only a little bit of gameplay, it looked pretty sweet. At least just from the one player. It would be great to have a party, but it did have some.
And we haven't seen enough to really make that call, but I am curious as to whether this is going to be like a story completely focused on this one character's journey, or if we're going to get the usual like Final Fantasy ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Because like at the very least there are other important characters. Like that Joshua kid is clearly the key to the whole plot.
Yeah. I don't know
because he like really he either becomes the Phoenix or awakens the Phoenix or something.
Yeah, if it's really just a 1v1 kind of thing, like, I mean, there are games that are like Breath of Fire comes to mind, where it is kind of like this person versus that person, but there's a whole team that comes into play, So, I don't know, like Breath of the Wild, you didn't see a whole lot of that game until it was pretty close to release, and it was like, oh, is it just Link? And then like the last trailer, like a few weeks before it came out, showed the 4 warrior, the warriors, champions, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, there's actually a lot more to this game than we thought.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we're gonna get a trailer soon that shows a lot more as far as like characters. But yeah, it would kind of be disappointing if it was really just like, okay, you're going to be this one character, you're going to meet people.
Yeah.
Maybe they even fight with you, but it's mostly just you.
I guess for me, you're right. But that wouldn't necessarily be a deal breaker. Like if they're really kind of basing this off of the Witcher 3 model, which they really seem to be. And granted, I mean, like, then the question arrives, like, well, why not just play The Witcher 3, which is another good point. But again, if they're going for that kind of tone and that kind of personal journey, then I would be okay with a single player. Like, I'd rather have a really good combat system centered along one character than I would, like, a half-baked combat system like FF15's with other party members that, you know, really in practice don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, feel kind of extra, or like even when they ended patching in playing as the other characters,
it still feels
forced.
It
never felt natural.
Like you're supposed to be playing as Noctis, clearly.
Yeah, definitely. So
and then like they added magic at the last minute, like the magic grenades that nobody used, and
which look cool, but in practice they only hurt you. Like
right, yeah. And I mean, they are good for doing some like broken leveling up. But yeah,
they're way too situational.
Yeah,
like in
7 you're never just like pulling them out in like regular combat. Whereas in the 7 remake, you're totally using magic. Like often
you're using it on your first playthrough for sure, but then like everything has its place, especially on hard mode. Like you never feel like. Even something like Chakra, which is like, okay, whatever, Chakra. It's like, oh, okay, this actually is really useful later on.
Yeah. No, 7 Remake had a surprisingly robust combat system.
Yeah, it really did. So I don't know. I'm excited for it.
I am too. From what little I've seen.
I just thought the twist on the music was pretty cool. Like
yeah. Oh yeah, like it's the series' main theme, so it's like, you know, we're embracing tradition, but then like something's not quite right, you know, like it's more foreboding. Like even though it is the main theme, they've found a way to make it sound, you know, kind of unsettling, which is weird for which is a weird shift in Final Fantasy's usual tone.
Yeah. So I gotta see who's making it. It's like Team 2 or something, but
as long as Nomura doesn't have anything to do with the actual direction,
seriously,
I'm okay.
It seems like it's the team behind 14, which I mean they're a solid team. They keep pumping out great content.
Well, yeah, and you know what's kind of interesting about that too is that Final Fantasy 12 actually took some criticism because it incorporated elements from
11
MMOs. Yeah, so if that's kind of like the maybe kind of sort of direction they're taking it, where like they're borrowing certain things that work for the online game and adapting them into a more fleshed out single player experience, I would certainly be down for that, because 12 fucking rocked.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Cool, Chris. Well, at least we can kill these assholes and be done with them. But yeah, like if they do another kind of FF12 like game, I would be on cloud 9.
Okay. I think I'm gonna catch up soon.
What's that? Hello? Did I lose you?
All right, hold on a second, because I think I'm gonna catch up to the stream at some point, but
what the fuck?
Okay, we're back in the present.
Is Discord being Discord? Yeah, can you hear me?
You might have.
God damn it!
Can you not hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Well, shit.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Okay, now you. All right, good.
I've been able to hear you the whole time. I don't know what the hell Discord's doing.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't. I don't know if I just wasn't getting confirmation or I couldn't hear it. You kept going in and out, but when you were down there killing those things, you slowed way down and it just distorted your voice slowly. And I've never seen anything like that. It was kind of funny, but
oh man, fuck Discord sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how do I kill you? Get away from the boulder.
There we go. Whoop. Whoop.
Whoa!
No,
Tight boys. Oh god, what's gonna happen in this horrible room?
Oh god.
God, all of this for the boss key.
So
Wait!
I didn't...
No! How did I wind up back here?
And why are they alive again?
I missed the boss key somehow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, dude. This dungeon is unstoppable. I mean, like, we're finishing this dungeon tonight. I am over it.
I get it.
Oh, okay. They reset the damn block.
Do you know what room it's in?
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna look at this real quick.
Yeah, it's the one immediately after I went, but the game leads you to believe that you're supposed to be going down away from that waterfall. You're
still going forward, yeah.
And it just spits you right back out into that room. Shit. Oh my god. Like, I can see why this dungeon has been such a turnoff for people. Holy crap.
You played this game on the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't recall this being a struggle. I mean, I know that they made a lot of changes to this dungeon and that, but...
Yeah.
One more of those fuckers is all it's gonna take. Come here. Are you kidding me with these things? Jesus. Oh. So yeah, tell them. I forget what I was saying about 16. If they actually are gonna kind of make it sort of like 12, I'm very excited. But
oh yeah,
I think that's where I left my part of the conversation off.
I mean, I would love to say that that's, you know, likely. I feel like that's wishful thinking, and I would love that, yeah. Dude. I would love to be wrong on it, but yeah, we'll see. I guess we really only gotten just a small taste of it. So
yeah, we know there's Marlboros. We know that the summons are bad guys in this one. We know that also, the main character ages.
What people were saying, like I don't know if you saw the PlayStation stream live.
Jesus. Yeah, go on.
But it's like everything, you know, you're seeing a stream. It's like nothing looks great. But later that night, I saw the FF16 trailer, like, you know, 4K. Mm-hmm. And the game, like, it looks beautiful. So
oh, really? I think I've only watched it on my phone, so I need to actually check out the...
Like, I think it looks great. But people, like, this interview I was talking about, I guess, was, you know, he came out and said this stuff because people were saying that the trailer looked a little rough. It was like, what? Like, and so he was saying, well, this is actual footage. Like, this is gameplay footage. And so, here we go.
I don't think it looks rough. I think it looks a little too dark. Like not like dark as in moody dark, colors. But like literally like washed out to the point that I like in combat, like I couldn't make out a lot of what was going on.
I was just about to say, like, it didn't look dark to me until it got to the combat.
Yeah.
But also, pretty much every scene of combat seemed like it was at nighttime.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
What did I miss? Oh my god, man, what did I miss?
What are we missing?
There's not even any other treasure chests, man. Mm-hmm. There are no more treasure chests.
All
like,
right,
this is it. And this is the boss key. I looked up a map. That's the boss key.
Sarah's saying you whined so much you lost viewers.
Yeah, we never had viewers.
we never, yeah. We lost 50% of our viewers.
What
2-1.
The fuck, dude? Like, ah!
Small keys, Ocarina of Time. Thing is, even if I'm looking at a list of these,
yeah, it's not going to help because we don't know which ones we got.
I'm not going to remember.
Oh my god. Okay, well, one thing I'm gonna do while I can.
How do you get the last small key?
I'm gonna set a warp point here at least.
Okay, let's see. And then the first. Oh, is this a previous room? Okay.
I am
Second
so
level.
beleaguered. Holy fuck.
Okay, so they're saying...
Is there a warp key that's not... Or, not a warp key, a silver key that's not in a treasure chest?
No, this one's in, well, let's see. Is it in a treasure? Yeah, it's in a treasure chest.
Well, then I already got it, because... I mean, like, I can show you the map again. Like, the only chest I haven't opened in this temple is the boss key. Unless it's wrong. Unless the game itself is wrong. Wait, is that a chest? Is that a chest down there in the bottom right? Second floor?
Looks like it. And yeah, the key that they're talking about, is the second floor.
Oh, fuck, man.
Basically...
Oh, fuck. Come
second
on.
Level, you need to change the water level twice, it looks like.
Oh, but my God.
Don't worry about that. We'll naturally do that, I think. Sink down to the bottom of the main room.
Oh, my God. Like, I'm not having fun. This is about where I was at Mario Sunshine, but actually, now that game is out on the Switch and like I'm actually doing okay with the controls, we might revisit that sometime. But
yeah, but with the Pro controller.
Yes, I actually got up to the exact point that we left off in the GameCube version, just in case.
You feeling better playing it?
Yeah, substantially. Like with the decent camera controls and everything else. Second floor, you say?
Yeah, so second floor. Now I don't know if we're going to be at the same spot they are. They're saying you need to change the water level twice. Sink down to the bottom of the main room, go through the east corridor where you met Rudo, float up and change the water level to the lowest level.
Okay, I think I follow you. So we need to go down to the bottom. And then I think Rudo was on the right.
Yeah.
Well, so let me go to the left. Good job, Chris. Oh. Man, this is... This is the water temple experience that people talk about.
This is what I remember the first time doing it.
I don't ever remember it being this bad. And like, that's not just me like, oh, I was a good gamer when I was a kid, I swear. Like, no, like, I do not remember it being this, like, laborious.
Now you can join the ranks of the complainers.
Yeah, well, because, like, I feel like if it was this bad when I was younger, I would not have beaten the game.
Yeah.
No, that's Epona. Wait, do I need the Song of Time or Zelda's?
No, left up right. Okay. Zelda's Lullaby for...
Zelda's Lullaby, okay.
Then they're going to want you to enter the center pillar and long shot up.
Alright, center pillar, long shot. Oh. I feel like there was something else that I said we should talk about this episode, since we're apparently nowhere near done with it.
I did build the computer.
Oh, yeah. Except for, one minor detail.
Except for just the GPU.
Yeah.
Not a really big deal.
Who needs a GPU in 2020? Integrated graphics are where it's at.
I was about to say, yeah, the Intel processor has integrated graphics. So I'm still planning on getting the Ryzen later. This is just a way for us to build the computer quicker. We got some old parts from a friend.
Oh, nice.
So, but it's an i7, but this is
raise the water
generation.
Here.
Yeah, raise the water here. And let's see. Before we exit through the door, use your long shot to snag the Skulltula hiding above you.
Oh, all right. So yeah, tell me more about the computer then.
So it's an i7, but it's like a 2013, 2014 model, which is still fine. Again, the graphics on most games isn't even going to improve until about right now. This generation coming up. But so got that. Anyway, I ended up pulling an all-nighter thinking I'm like some young guy this last Saturday to Sunday. And let's see here. Enter the center, blah, 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 blah. So
now I go over here.
Go face the south corridor, and there's a golden eye switch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then you have to long shot in.
Alright, so I need the bow and arrow and the long shot.
Yeah. I remember this.
Oh, then you remember more than I do.
Well, I don't remember, like, I didn't think to come back here, but I think both of us, we were both like, oh yeah, we need the long shot for this part.
Oh, you don't remember, like, doing this in a past life. You remember, like, me being here at some point.
Yeah, just like 2 episodes ago.
Okay. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, you're right. I did open this door and lament not having the long shot.
Whoa.
Come on, Link.
There we go. Wow.
Whoa, skin of his teeth there, yeah. Oh.
But seriously, you gotta remember that. Like, you're gonna get all the way. They're gonna let you get all the way, and then be like, "Yeah, you need a key."
This motherfucking dungeon. So someone was like having fun with this shit, like on the design team, right? Like, bunch of 10-year-olds, they'll never figure it out.
Yeah,
what's hilarious is like when you get to the boss.
Inspire.
Yeah, right. When you get to the boss of this dungeon, it's so fucking easy. Like I mean, the boss of this dungeon is a pushover.
If he grabs you, he'll take a lot of health. But yeah, you pretty much just like sidestep and keep long shotting him out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
Smartest thing I've done this whole time.
It's like you're using a dagger all of a sudden.
Right.
How short is the Master Sword?
Like something's wrong here. Wait. What the hell?
Why? Yeah.
God damn it, I went the wrong way. Ah! Holy shit, dude. God damn.
Not too much of a setback.
Not my proudest moment, though.
There we go.
Alright, now. Oh. Yeah, computers.
Oh, yeah. I'm just so, like, bated breath. Like, let's just fucking end this.
Well, considering at the start of the episode, we were wondering if, like, the game had glitched out. This is still...
if this run was just lost, basically.
Right.
Yeah, so
it could have been a lot worse.
Better. But yeah, I've been sitting on the parts for a little bit, sans GPU, but now we have enough money to get it. I'm just waiting until it comes out because we want to get the RTX 3070.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah.
I'm so glad we were buying everything else. And it's like, yeah, let's just buy the GPU last. And, starting to hear the rumblings of new graphics cards coming out. So I'm really glad we waited.
Oh, yeah. Why can't I get that fairy? There we go.
There we go. Now, having a 7-year-old processor, it's not going to take full advantage of it whatsoever. But once I get the Ryzen 5, and actually I'm thinking maybe I'll get like a Ryzen 7 now. Like, now that I'm not in a hurry to build a computer, I might do that. But anyway, so sitting on the parts, and it was like Saturday around 5 p.m. And it's like, okay, so it's time to start building this thing. And it ended up ended up pulling an all-nighter because I thought I thought I knew. Was like, okay,
I'm so close. I'm so close.
I know everything I'm supposed to do. But as I started doing it, it's like, wait a second. Oh, I should look this up. Wait, can these touch that? And the first thing even was, since I got the motherboard and the processor from someone else, it's like, oh, wait a second. I should probably clean the old what do you call it?
Penis. Better clean the old penis before I touch
the old
beautiful computer. Don't want any of that ball sweat on it.
What the hell is the stuff you put on the processor? Before you
thermal
put
paste.
The heatsink, the thermal paste. So to clean the old thermal paste off, I'm like wiping it off, using alcohol and everything. But you know what the very first thing is I never really looked inside the motherboard box, and I was like, oh, okay, so you know, these motherboard boxes, they include the SATA cables. Well, I didn't have any SATA cables. I was like, oh shit, like I don't have any way to plug my hard drive in. So that was the one thing that I had to buy differently since I got these parts, is it doesn't accept NVMe hard drive, and that's the hard drive I was going to get. So it's like, okay,
oh, bummer.
I'll get the NVMe later. I'm going to do a SATA solid state, so it's still solid state drive.
Yeah.
I'm trying
to remember how to bring the water back to the top.
It's all good.
But go on.
So I just got like a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue one. But anyway, so I go to Micro Center. I drive like the 20 minutes to get a SATA cable, and while I was there, it's like, oh, I don't even have a wireless card. So I might as well. So I got like a PCIe wireless.
Oh no! I was hoping you didn't buy one. I could have given you one for free.
Oh shit! Okay. Why are you sitting on one?
Because I used to have my PC connected to the Wi-Fi, but then when we got fiber optics, I was able to hardwire it, which is so much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for real. So I got one. I mean, they're cheaper than I remember. So I got one for like $30. Has Bluetooth and everything. You know, the little antennas coming out and stuff. So I was like, okay, because I was even entertaining the idea. It's like, maybe I just get a freaking like little wireless thumb drive thing. But it was like, if I already have the computer open and I'm building it, I'm gonna get a wireless card. So got the wireless card. And then as I got home, I started cleaning the old thermal paste off the processor, and I'm getting like, I got a little bit of it. It's dry now, so I got a little bit of it on the mother. It's like, oh fuck, that's no good. So it's like, I should get some compressed air. I didn't realize I didn't have any.
Oh yeah.
So I went back out to Walgreens, got some compressed air, came back, and then I was pretty much able to start in earnest. So I cleaned that off.
4 a.m. Yeah.
Put some more thermal paste on, put the heatsink on, and then I started like getting everything into the case, and figuring out the case, just as far as like how to like take everything out and screw things back on, because it has like these slots to basically hide all the wires. Yeah. So I don't know. It's not like it was hard, but I was just wanted to make sure.
Cable management can be a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I didn't have to do anything over again, because that is a pain in the ass. I did end up, I mean, it was a small thing, but like I connected the HD audio cable, and then a little bit later when I was connecting like one of the SATA cables, it was like, you know what, I didn't like how it crossed over, so I'm just unplugging things. But yeah, you're right. Cable management was kind of the part I had to think about the most.
Yeah, it can suck if you don't plan it out a little bit.
But it really wasn't that bad. And even from like this one, building completely by myself, it's really fun. And I remember when Jim basically built me the last one, it's really nice. Just with hard drives these days, they're so small. Yeah. You don't have to worry about like, you can put it on its side. You can put the solid states any which way you want. It's great. And, the computers these days have little compartments for them. So I don't know. It's just like, okay, I could put it on its side if I want to show it off, but I just put it in the little cubby holes in the bottom. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it took me basically it was about 3 in the morning by the time it was pretty much finished.
Uh-huh.
But then I didn't have like Windows or anything, so I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I basically found like an 8 gig hard little thumb drive I had. I took everything off, formatted it, put Windows on there.
Isn't it nice that you can just do that these days? Like, do you remember having to buy the Windows suite back in like the early 2000s?
Holy shit, I do. And the CDs and everything. Like,
horrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put an optical drive in this thing.
Right.
And I love that they say, just get Windows later. You can say, oh, I don't have it, and it'll still let you have Windows. You just can't make your own desktop.
Right.
But so it's nice. Microsoft's kind of gotten with the times on that. But yeah, so I hooked up the keyboard that you got me.
Yes.
And I hooked up the computer to my TV, and the TCL TV, it's what it does is it's like, I just hooked up the HDMI from the PlayStation 4 and put it in the computer. And so it's just like, PS4 is not, are you sure you have it plugged in, or do you have it turned on? And what I didn't realize is it would take a second from the TV to switch over to the computer. And when I was first turning on the computer for the first time, it turned on, so that made me happy. I was like, okay, I didn't screw it up royally, but it was saying like, insert the boot drive, and I didn't want to install Windows yet. I just wanted the BIOS and make sure I had all the RAM hooked up right. I had the hard drive hooked up. I wanted to make sure everything was where it's supposed to be, basically. And I didn't even see a splash screen to get into the BIOS. What I didn't realize, because I've never had a computer with a solid state before, it was just loading so quick that I would never see it. And
interesting.
I think I was telling you this the other day, but I didn't know, because I realized looking online at the at the booklet for the motherboard I got, is like, okay, it's F2 to get in there, and there's no function keys on the keyboard, but it's basically holding the function, hitting 2, and it's like, okay, is this gonna work? And just mashing it did. So it's like, all right, cool. But got Windows installed, and it's like, all right. So I don't know. It was a lot of fun, kind of hooking everything up, and it took me a while because I was being really, really careful and looking at like 3 different YouTube videos back to back to, make sure I was doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But once I actually turned it on and everything, I was expecting, something I'd have to go back and fix. And no, everything worked out how it should. So I was really happy about that.
That's awesome, dude.
Kind of jazzed that it worked on it first try. So putting the GPU in there will be a pretty easy undertaking.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Once it does this, it can hurt a bit. It just takes a while.
Yeah, I know. It's just laborious to watch.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, I guess it doesn't hurt all that much. And you got fairies galore, so.
Yeah, we're okay on fairies. Ah, shit.
Whoops.
Cool.
I'd say this is the lamest looking boss.
It is, and it's not difficult either. It just takes a minute to get him to you.
Yeah, also, he's really benefiting from the real estate in here. Like, the spikes aren't his doing.
No, right?
It's like, good job, dude. You got lucky with where you set up shop.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like, am I the one who just saw the hookshot warp fucking through him?
There we go. Yeah, you can definitely grab them just from the water. Doesn't work most of the time.
No, but if you keep doing it, he'll eventually get
every
tired
once
of
in a
it.
while, yeah.
Oh, come on. God, he's such an asshole.
Hey, oh,
Almost. It's also like hard to get a read on how long the tentacle actually is. Like if you're facing it head on. Fucking die. If I smack it with my hammer. Oh, come on. Oh. See, again, like, it's still not like an actual challenge. It's like artificial challenge. It's just...
Yeah.
It's like artificial. He can just grab you for some reason. Like, if you're not paying close attention.
If you're not, yeah.
Oh, come on. You're right, it's frustrating when the game makes you think that you're going to grab him from the water, and then it just doesn't work out. How many hits does he fucking...
Yeah, he's good at running away. Oh, is he gonna try to grab you? Okay, maybe not.
Oh! Oh! Link's just like moans of disappointment. Oh!
Link has a thing for tentacles. There we go.
Whoa. Oh no. I'm dead now. Whoa. I'm Morpha. Nobody likes me. Whoa.
Jesus Christ with this temple.
Oh, God. I was expecting to be where we are 45 minutes ago. Oh. What?
Yeah, I kind of thought we would get to like the Shadow Temple in this episode.
Yeah, no. You know, the Shadow Temple is gonna feel so refreshing after this. The Gerudo Temple is gonna be kind of a pain in the ass, but where's the heart piece?
I think it's down there.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gerudo Temple can be a little confusing sometimes with the hopping around.
It's definitely not as bad as this, because at least the temple has, like, you know, structure.
It has rules.
And if I remember the Shadow Temple correctly, it's almost just like a gauntlet to get to the boss. It's more like getting to it that's the...
It's actually, like, probably the most challenging. Like, as far as, like, the traps and the enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as puzzle-wise, it's basically put on the floaty shoes.
It's more on rails, yeah.
Yeah.
And then deal with Bongo.
I remember there was one part that I got stuck, and it involved, I think it was just throwing a fire arrow at some plant bombs from across the chasm or something.
You know, it's funny, though, like, I'm selling it short. I guarantee you it's going to be, like, another 3 episodes.
Hopefully, like 2 episodes. I mean,
fucking suck.
I remember it's kind of it's a difficult one, but it's not because of the puzzles.
No. I don't ever remember. Of course, I don't remember getting as lost as I just got in the water temple.
Again, I think having a few weeks in between really kind of fucks you up.
Yeah, just a bit. Oh. This was not my finest gaming hour, though. Holy shit. Like, going from, was it a glitch to... And really, I mean, like, we went... It was
pretty much
nowhere.
It was very confusing because
we had to get our bearings.
That treasure chest, but then there was another treasure chest right on the other... Looked like...
Yeah, that did not look like a treasure chest to me.
Yeah, the game... It looked like the game thought you hadn't gotten it yet.
Yep. But nope, the game was completely on top of its shit, and
yeah, everything had a reasonable explanation.
It was just challenging me to defy it. Hey, Lake Hylia is back. All right. Good God, though, I do not want to do this again for a good while, which sucks because, like I said, this is a great game, and I don't like. The fact that the water temple really is not the greatest experience. Doesn't like diminish the experience overall. It's kind of like Mario 64, you know, where like we played it on the Wii U because I didn't have the ability to stream it from the 64 yet, so we were dealing with like kind of crappy delay and controls and everything. But overall, it was still like a really fun game, and that's kind of how I'm feeling about this. Like, one bad part doesn't detract enough from the whole to make me like look back on this and think, oh wow, it really wasn't as great, and it was just like 1998. No, it's still a great game. It's just
it really is.
That temple, holy shit, is absolutely
sometimes having like a trial like that can actually enhance a part of the game because of what you're feeling. I wouldn't say the water temple is an example of that, but actually to give FF15 some credit, when you just play as Noctis and all you have is and you kind of lose all your stuff. Like, I think it was kind of an annoying part of the game, you could say. Some people didn't like it because it was pretty difficult. And I didn't
think it was difficult. I think it was too slow. It just kind of slowed everything to a halt.
I liked it, and it kind of took on like the horror aspects suddenly, but I thought it was like it made you feel kind of hopeless, and that's how Noctis is supposed to feel. Like I thought they did it pretty well.
Yeah. All right. Well, we know what to do here. We can get the fire arrow. But we'll do that next time on Play the Hits because this needs to end now. Holy shit.
Okay.
Well, next time, hopefully, next week we'll begin Spoopy October. I think what I want to do, since we're not in a dungeon right now, I want to go back and forth between Spoopy October and Cloudpunk so that we can get that one finished. Okay. And then for the rest of October, use Ocarina of Time and whatever horror game that we're playing.
Just going. Yeah, sounds good. I have a feeling. I'm not positive, but we're
because actually, the Shadow Temple in Ocarina kind of fits the horror theme, anyway. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, we'll see you next time. Good luck on the rest of your build, and
thanks, man.
Hoping that FF16 is the first successful mainline entry in quite a while.
And hoping we're not waiting.
That's unfair, but like, kind of a return to form. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah. Hoping we're not waiting, more than 3 years for it. I mean, 2 would be great. Like 2022 would be awesome, but we'll see.
Would. I don't see that happening with Square Enix, but you never know.
Me either.
All right, man. We'll see you next time.
Talk to you later.